Well, you become complacent, you become bitter and resentful because other people are becoming smarter and growing and developing, and you wonder why the world's against you, and you figure that, hey, I'm not going to put in the hard work, so you're going to stay where you are. There's actually a relationship between short term and long term goals. So establish your long term goals and then figure out what your short term goals need to be in order to achieve your long term goals. I think that's probably the best way to do it. I have a couple of views on this. The first is, what are your goals, right, that you've established, and then learn things that will feed into that goal. And secondly, curiosity. Where is your curiosity and where is that leading you? Because that's going to take you to the right place. This might get a little deep, but the reason growth is important to me is because you have one life. And in that one life, you have one opportunity to take advantage of it, to make the most of it, to provide the most value to the world, and to have fun and to develop. So take advantage of it. Absolutely, it is not good to compare yourself to others because there's always going to be someone better off. There's going to be always someone that's worse off. And the reality is you're competing against yourself, and who you were yesterday, you're trying to be better today and tomorrow. Stagnation happens in two different ways. Either you're not challenged enough or you're too challenged and overwhelmed. If you're not challenged enough, shake things up, mix up your routine, start learning new things. If you're too challenged, then recognize if you're burnt out or if you're doing too much. Slow down. Sometimes the best way to grow is by crawling, walking, and then running. And sometimes when you try and run towards a goal, you trip over yourself and you don't know, and you get kind of overwhelmed and lack the confidence right away. Undermining your own growth usually happens because you're either not measuring the success, and so you don't have a good example or idea of where you stand, or you're lacking the confidence. So what I would say is start measuring what success looks like and be confident behind what you're doing well enough. The best way, and I might argue the only way, is to establish goals. If you don't know what success looks like, it's hard for you to take that first step towards personal development because you might go in the wrong direction and it's a waste of time then. So set goals. This usually happens when you're comparing yourself to someone else. You need to compare yourself to how you were performing before and always strive to get better at what you did before, because you're setting the bar for yourself. That's great. But to get complacent, it's going to hurt you in the long term. It depends on how serious you are about getting better at it. If you're looking to improve, then I would say all the time you should be putting yourself in situations that kind of scare you a little bit and get you out of your comfort zone, because that's when real growth happens. I mean, for many, doing a video like this might scare them, but for me, I'm used to it.